Hey y'all, it's me, Brown Goddess. So I'm coming to you in a different location because this is the only free time that I have. Seems like to give y'all the review on the Our Kind of People episode that happened this week. So we're gonna go ahead and get with it. Now remember the last episode ended with the dad passing out from taking too much medicine for the Parkinson's, and he saw Angela and Tariq's feet underneath the office. Um, in his office. So he wants to know basically what they were doing, what they had, what they got. He don't know. So it starts off with him on the phone talking with the doctor, and he's giving him an excuse on how he passed out. Something so he won't worry. hmm And so they do that. So Tariq comes in. He's speaking with the dad, so they're talking about he wants to know because he's reading little bits of the journal of the journal that they saw, and it's inserts on different stuff that Franklin wrote in there, and he's trying to get to the bottom of what happened to his dad. So that's that. So the dad tells him like he don't want him with Angela. They need to break up. He needs his loyalty, needs to be with the family. He's diverting the questions that he asking him about his dad, and his dad was his security. So that's how he knows him. So that's that. So then it heads to Angela and Nikki, and what they're doing is they're getting ready for the cotillion. So the granddad, Teddy Franklin, is going to escort Nikki to the cotillion for the the male escort, the guy that escort. So Tariq's not doing it, Franklin's doing it. And so yeah. So what they are what's going on is that Franklin, he gives Nikki two family heirlooms. I think it was some pearls and something else. So he gave that, and he's trying to make up. He's telling Leah, "Oh, I want to get close with my granddaughter. Oh, I want to get close with my daughter to make up on lost time and all of this kind of stuff." And Leah is low key, high key jealous. So she's worried about him, and nobody really knows about the Parkinson's but her. So she's keeping his secret and everything like that. So then Franklin speaks to Angela and lets her know that Nikki's dad has written him, and he's going to help him try to beat his case. So she was like, "What? Like, no, you got to give me time to tell Nikki." And he was like, "Well, it's gonna take a minute because this stuff like this takes time. This is, it's not gonna be overnight. So you have a little time to go ahead and tell Nikki, but I'm gonna look into it and see if I can help him out." So the plan is that he wants to get Nikki's dad out of prison so he can come back, because he know he's gonna want to be in Nikki's life. So that's gonna make him be around, and he hoping that with him coming around, that's gonna make him and Angela get together, and that'll stay out his business, and they can go on about their way. So yeah, they she Angela, the key, one of the diamonds that she dropped in this episode was she wished that Teddy Franklin would use his resources instead of trying to get Nikki dad out of jail. She's like, what about all the other innocent black men that's locked up that is in there and don't have that assistance, that help, somebody who's out there trying to help them appeal their cases and all of that kind of stuff. So that is that. So we get to the cotillion. Well, before we get to the cotillion, so Lauren, that's Leah's daughter. So Lauren, she decides to apologize to Nikki, and they both apologize to each other. And she's cool with her. She's trying to get over the fact that her and Taylor are now together. Taylor asked Nikki could she escort her to the cotillion, and she was like, yeah. And then Lauren is starting a what is it, like a nonprofit or charity or something, and it's called Lauren's Closet or something like that. and she's doing that. So she did that, and then the mom told her that now she's welcomed back into the cotillion. So she's excited and everything. So now we get to the cotillion. So the aunt, right? You know, the aunt who she shows up with Angela. They both gorgeous women, both gorgeous women. And the auntie, she turned around and walked to leave because she talked to Teddy Frank, because you know he holding the secret. This lady thick, and this lady is a brick house. I wouldn't mind being half of what she looks like when I get her age. She is stunning. But yeah, so so okay, so what happened was Alex, right? So Alex is trying to, that's Alex is the ex of Raymond, which is Leah's husband. So you know she there because he working with her to get information to take down Franklin. So she's there and she meets with Leah, and they bump heads and everything. And later on down in the episode, they end up like getting into it again, and she explains to her that her mom, not her mom, but his mom, paid her to leave him alone so he can get with Leah, and they married the money. So she took that as she was Raymond's second choice. So it was said that they were supposed to get together. They didn't break up because they did something to each other. The mom paid her off to leave. He don't even know that. He thinking she just left. So so Leah finds out and she's livid. She is livid. So that is great. So the cotillion starts. They do this little dance routine and everything. Blase. So Tariq is still reading the journal entries, and he's trying to put two and two together because he knows something happened to his daddy. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So he reading the snippet. So something's not adding up. So he goes and talks to Franklin. So he asks him. He was like, "You're not telling me everything about my dad. Why? You know what happened to him?" Da-da-da. So they had to come. The lie that they told was somebody shot him, but in actuality, he shot himself. He committed suicide, but they couldn't get any of the insurance money if it's a suicide. So that's what he's telling him what happened. We don't know if this is the truth, but this is what he told him what happened, so he can calm down, chill out, and just leave it alone. Like, don't even go deep in. Just don't even. Yeah, don't do it. And so let's see. So Angela is wanting to tell Nikki about her dad, but she keeps getting distracted or something happens. So yeah, okay, so wait a minute. At the cotillion, you know how they do the girls do the letters to their dads, and because he was the Leah's dad, he came up to do a letter of his daughter, right? But this is what he did. He dedicated that whole letter to apologizing to Angela. Leah is like, really? That's what we doing? So you gonna dedicate your whole introduction to your daughter to her? She was like, what about me? I'm keeping your secrets, and I'm running this company. I ain't telling nobody about your Parkinson's. And he was like, well, like, I'm just trying to make up for lost time or whatever. And she walks off. She don't want to hear everybody see that she mad. She walking off or whatever. So she big mad. She big jealous. And yeah, but Franklin, he thinking he's gonna, she's not, it'll blow over. But he's thinking about, I'm trying to keep my secrets a secret. Like, 'cause she'll be mad or whatever. And so Raymond and Alex meet up, and they meet up because he's mad because Leah is telling him like what she's doing and all of this kind of like she being messy and all this kind of stuff. And so he's like, I'm not trying to jeopardize my family. I'm trying to he's like, you gonna have to go. You just gonna have to go. Don't worry about what we talked about. Just you gonna have to go. And she explained to him like, your mom paid me off to leave you, and she was threatening me, like she was a real deal threat. She deported my parents. She was threatening to deport my parents if I didn't leave you. So I had to leave. I had no choice. And he was like, oh, okay, so you did it for the money. So she pulls out the check. Didn't say how much it was. She pulls out the check that the mom wrote to her. She didn't even cash it. So she said it was a reminder to her that she didn't, it was, you can't buy me. No, you're not gonna buy me or whatever. And she earned everything on her own. And so that was that. So Franklin and Tariq meet up, and I think that's when he was telling him about I think I jumped, but that was when he was telling him about the story behind his dad and why he lied about that. So Franklin is taking his medicine, and I don't know if this man is taking too much or what, or he forgetting what time he took it. But this man done passed that. He done had a whole heart attack. So Angela is trying again to tell Nikki about her dad, right? But Pat comes in and she's like, Teddy Franklin has passed out. He's in the hospital. He had a heart attack. We gotta go. So they at the hospital and they are going to see how Franklin is. And she's in the they're in the waiting area, to see what the doctor's saying. And Tariq comes in and she's like, how is he? And he's like, I brought him to the hospital. And she looks up and Nikki's dad is there. He walked in because he got him out and he was set to meet Franklin right when Tariq met him. So when he was down on the floor trying to help Franklin out, her baby dad walks in. He walks in. So he's at the hospital. So she was like, who's that, Mom? Nikki's like, who's that man? Like, who's that? And Angela's like, I got something to tell you. And she's like, what? And she's like, that's your daddy. Bum, bum, bum. So that's how the episode went out. So we're gonna see, I guess, next week. The reason why this episode had a bye week, they had a bye week or whatnot, and that's why this one is just not coming up. So yeah, good episode. We're bringing this along. I don't know what's gonna happen to Teddy. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what the secret is. Pat is hiding. I do not know what Pat is hiding. They won't tell me for the life of me. I can't get it together, can't put it together. But that's our kind of people. So that is this week's episode, and I will get y'all caught up on next week's. The day after tomorrow. It should come on. I'll probably catch it, I don't know, in a live time, and I can get it up sooner. If I don't, then I'm gonna catch it on the playback app, and then I'll do it like I did this time. But thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend.